You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Good afternoon and welcome to the program Liberty Sports, and it comes to you live on Liberty Online Television. Now, Facebook page, YouTube, and all the other social media handles them where they get we from. This show is powered by Orange. Like always, made it bring to you this edition of the program in name now Mohamed Kamara. As today on be Saturday, April 26, and inside this edition of the program, we'll get a lot more for discuss as the football SLFA Ordinary Congress is currently they carry on, and of course we will get updates on the Ordinary Congress. And as we all know, it be supposed for all April 5, Nagadis in blue, and we'll all see what may happen Nagadis in blue on April 5, where that Congress they be end by Kuskas as it not be all at all, because the president, when at Thomas Daddy Brahma, will later walk out of the venue. And after that, we will see the Vice President 1 and 2, Aaron Nat Johnson and also Ali Badara Tarawali, become and make a pronouncement, say, because of the absence of the president, when at Thomas Daddy Brahma, the Congress no go all. Well, today then we'll continue with the process. Well, we'll also get updates on that as we get a sport journalist at the studio. We will give you updates with regards to the Congress, and also we will talk to somebody from the venue for also updates the public as to how the Congress not they carry on and waiting at the latest developments we don't happen so far. And also again, we will discuss on the under-20 when are the Shooting Stars as they participate in the AFCON 2025 competition we go play inside Egypt. And of course, tomorrow on the 27th, they get for play against Zambia. We get for be a very, very tight fixtures. Well, we will also get updates on that. We will look at the possibility between the two countries if Sierra Leone go really secure 3 points as they go play tomorrow on the 27th as an historic date that one day for all Sierra Leoneans marks the independence celebration. We will get updates on that, and same way so we go look at the national home-based players them where the coach Mohamed Kalon be don't call to training the 26 home-based players them so far now the preliminary training ahead of the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Well, we can look at them players then day and also assess the players them way coach Mohamed Kalon on call so far for the preliminary training session. Well, all this plus more set for you, and as well we will also discuss on little bit of international sports now the program, and also give you updates on other sporting discipline. And of course, inside the studio, I get the pleasure now for introduce me guest them. Well, with me at the studio, I did with Bankole, time to time, you also get for the Get Out with me now at the studio. Bankole, good afternoon and welcome for the very first time for joining the Liberty Sports program where they reach people live on Liberty Online Television.
Yes, good afternoon, viewers of Liberty Television Online, and it's a pleasure being here.
All right, in Bankole, and also with me at the studio, I did with Ambassador Hassan Youngest, who is a renowned sport journalist, where they also for look at the Congress where they hold today na Freetown. And of course, we all see what will happen on the 5th as the Congress could continue today. Hassan Youngest, good afternoon and welcome to the sport program live on Liberty Online Television.
It's always a pleasure for me here, and good afternoon, Mohamed.
All right, so now the voices of me panelists them where they with me at the studio. Yourself with the watch, don't forget to say you join the conversation. But we go drop your comments in the comment section and also send me a message on 074-200-545. Make your input, ask your question as I do with the two gentlemen, and now we will respond to them question and also give you your take with regards to the Congress, which you expect after we don't see the kind of disagreement will be happen on the 5th. And today, the Congress will continue. What do you expect out of this Congress as we don't see tempo and tension on the rise, among members within the football family? Well, firstly, I want to start with Ambassador Hassan Youngest. Now, let we look at the Congress. Before we can look at the process we go carry on today, firstly, let we look at what will happen April 5, Nagadis in blue. We see the Congress be supposed for all on that very date and that venue day. But to be sure what will happen there will not be correct at all. We make the Congress then be later postponed. And today, we don't get another date when the Congress go continue today.
Yeah, once more I want to say good afternoon and for Lewy come and discuss football. Now, the first one will be happy in Radisson Blue Hotel. The FAB don't give everything to the delegates and for go because we get 57 delegates. They in charge, and then people they decide football. I'm not only for go sit down, for go say, now this man want for president, or now then they want for VP, or now this want as EXCO members. That body they go sit down and see how best they make a lot of things them around the game. Now, CAF and FIFA self get their roadmap, like waiting they want for put or waiting they want for pool. We get things and we Congress they pass through, and then that Congress they now the delegates and get the right for pass them through. One, if I want to take you to example, we get a female Premier League where they play, but no not get a representative na the Congress all because a female Premier League then therefore go sit down and debate on that one. They say we need a representative for the next Congress, maybe not the elective Congress. They don't go observe, but in future Congress, we include the female Premier League clubs same way. Maybe Chonte will get right now 14 or 12. Yeah. If you get for reduce or you get for add, then go that day na Congress they decide that one day. Again, they look at issues them, bodies them, way for sets for take it to elective Congress. This is one of the biggest one. Now make them tell you say the ordinary Congress. This one, now you get the all Maggi or all flavor for football. I make it we find out the tempo farm. Not be make it be successful now at the Sim Blue because the tempo be done all about the social media and you see the even candidates them, delegates them, club representatives them, everybody don't they in tempo because they want to see the standard of football. Me no go tell you say na this they want for support on this because if you do a professional program as a journalist, you just get for be that kind balance to a journalist. Now, if this Congress happened today, the first thing they look at because I don't have to go through details of which I get full constitution with me, the one with the amend and the one they make from the form from the Secretary General, we then set them aside, the winner Chris Kamara. But this Congress, they go decide if you for come back or you know for come. Now, FIFA or CAF, where they do the payment of secretarial staffs, the secretary. La CAF they pay indirectly or FIFA because FIFA get their own parental body that the CAF their own parental body that one day. So if you CAF they pay secretaries them across the continent or the side away then they partner with, now then they pay the secretary. So the secretary way they set aside and the FA when increase they receiving money from me and that. So now this Congress they go decide in faith if you for day or not for day again. Because delegates them, the president and the EXCO members, they will say, well, we don't need them. We don't want them. Let go so for, okay, the president, okay, they set them aside. But this one, if they go say, okay, now we want the secretary for come back, delegates them and the members of the EXCO, all they sign out. Yeah. Now they go decide if it's so we need Chris for Kawok as a secretary back. And later on now, the next, if he come, the president will go, we don't need them. They can write to CAF and put your body them where they can put them. Now, another thing again at the Congress. The body them there for pick. That body then tell you say when they take it to elective Congress, the disciplinary committee, the ethics committee, the electoral committee. These are 3 committees. We're very paramount for take it to the next Congress, where they be elective Congress. It might be June, July. You understand? That one day them body then they now the EXCO and the delegates them that they go decide. Uda and names and pump up where them go put, you understand, according to me understanding we are understand around football because we still back the constitution and you get A, B and C around that one day. So if you give that kind of tempo day, we make that Congress will go sooner than the symbol to make it all because everybody like you see people themselves you just start like picking go see MPSC. Until they fall around, you understand? They go get national politics or you get anything in our politics and say, okay, they go delegate Congress. You understand? All you want the way they come out and say for honorable councillors, all they take them supporters there. So don't go this delegate Congress. And they say, no, get nothing for good this anymore.
Right. As an youngest, if I can just chip in a bit from all your analysis we don't make. Of course, the easy way make we go back to within the happen at the Sim Blue. Now for like we get the context clear and also for people who not be there for understand waiting at the easy way make the Congress not be old and what to they expect out of this Congress. Before we come and discuss on what to they expect out of this Congress, we still look at all waiting the happen now the Sim Blue. You mentioned about people and will not be supposed for the way goody. Yeah, when you look at the 2 camps, they refer to the current president, where not the incumbent, where they aspire against almost Daddy Brahima, and also Babadi Kamara, where not the manager of Bo Rangers. Even though outrightly not declare it, but people don't see the tempo around. When we see them 2 camps, they also get people and behind them. When you look them people and you know to people away from they around football and not get nothing for do to but just resemble like any talks. And we see the kind words them maybe they come out this camp, they 2 words against this, the next one back they do them towards the next opponent. With that then they be little all waiting they happen. Football, anything like hooliganism gets room inside football, or the 2 gentlemen are for frown outside completely.
Well, if I can take you back to memories and I can borrow a word from a former CAF of a FIFA president, so that's a Blatter. He say, "Na small mistake, they make the game sweet." You understand? Like we maybe a free mistake or some foul capping, and they make the game sweet. You understand? Even when they put some laws, and now VR don't come. How people they watch and force them and they watch and so. Now, I come straight to your question where you ask. They want them where go for go support or not for support. I don't want for use the word members the way don't declare already because if the constitution not give them that mandate, they say Babadi don't declare for FA president. No, I'm not going to tell you that one day. But then I mind say I want for be FA president. So that the guy I'm not going to tell you say I want for go back. But it didn't mind say I go back. You understand? Yeah. It might be he didn't say no, me I want some president. He don't make him clear. Now his sister read your program. He say if the delegates they no say I don't hook, then he puts me back. But if they say no, say I don't do nothing, then they pull me. You understand? So they take words from the person in particular. Right, but I don't go justify for them. Now, now we come to the one that we say supporters. We go make fracas happen and all. Then people in the way go represent people in. Now, if you find out, behind Babadi, he gets his own bouncer them. You understand? Why is, but someone that brings myself back gets his own securities them. Where it's not supposed to happen. By right, the SLFA, the Self Football Association, get a delegates list. Yeah. Where now people were accredited, they go to Congress. Yeah. You understand? If you don't get nothing for go to there, why you go there? Even journalists, well, you know, say not credit you. I mean, I say everybody applying at the website or that you apply. Then if they didn't give a notification of message when they come back now you email. So if you don't see any notification of we come now you email, then you know say you don't get right for go there. So people go there, we don't get no business. So and if you find out, then get that solidarity. I go support this person. So anything come out another person, they go put faith. You understand? Let me make. And not be happy that one will be happening to. So, but me no for coach person say now get nine talks and this and talks and that one day because they say let bygone be bygone, which you don't pass, you don't pass. And FIFA or CAF they always tell you say we not get rights to Congress. The only thing now observe with the Congress are. Right, okay. The details of the pool there now they can go to the one they will send we. Right. You understand? But you not get nothing. Now where that one is not happen so, then find out that suitable date. Then give like a 1 month ultimatum, and it happens so now. Right. We will get till they finally where the Congress they go on. All right,
Hassan Younger, before I bring in Bankole, quick one. You referenced Thomas Tadi Brahima, when are the current president for the Football Association. Usai make a pronouncement say if at all the delegates are not satisfied with your work, then you vote them out. You don't mind for just have one time in common. That is just word talking, but looking at the action of Thomas Tadi Brahima, yeah, going to the ordinary Congress. Is it that you see by the current presidency, if at all, the delegates them and other people in the ESCO member then decide for vote them out? Is this a we accept for loss honorably and go out and sit down quietly?
One thing where this is simple, you understand? Not the world from now. Yeah. This not to pass you go do rocket science or you go up the space for go study them, or you go to university for go study them. Human psychological self can tell you, say, these people don't want me. You understand? Now, if I can bring you back to Madam Aisha one thing, where the delegates will not be one time at all. Before he say, I go back for FA president, he say, he resign automatically because he don't know, say, yeah, if I go there, then people don't want me, I mean, no one say again. He left. So, not something for after you say that the Brahma, if he walk or you know walk or the delegate to no one time at all. Now, if I talk to you so now, wait till I don't go together around the delegates. You understand? Plenty of them, like 40-something delegates, they tell you say they get a camp already within day. This also hiding secrets. You understand? Let we say the fact. You understand? We never go hide and chuk to say, but that just they balance the story. The delegates don't get outside and focus on. But the only way where they outside and focus go survive, not today. You understand? I can go say we all learn about do they support. You understand? When they don't go pick them body, then they now that discipline committee, ethics committee, you understand, electoral committee, then get procedure where that person where they say and they want, they go by. You understand? If you fail in procedure, then they don't because they go follow by the books. Then get time why you want for canton president, whose term you want for B and this and all thing there by Keda. So if they see and say enough fit to that map there, then they can change the rules back. Now, let's refresh your mind again. The last Congress we happened in the McKinney Elective Congress, Kofi Ndinyako and them not been come up quick.
Yeah.
We get the likes of the ED now, NSA boss, Safabla is be a shop, say one for be president of the Football Association. Then we get what the Michael Seba will be the pump up. You understand? These are be the delegates them. Yeah. Then Madam Aisha Seb been dead. Then later this current president had someone that the Brahma been dead. So we don't say they don't go even Junior Navo. Because me personally support Junior Navo for be vice president one for the FA. So what we see and say like, oh, Navo no qualify according to the standard or the ethics committee and this. Before they go disqualify Navo step down. I mean the first person call Hassan, I know say he loyal for supports me, but I need to go again for the race. You understand? He left. So now other people in contest. He go tell to Aisha one thing. He look at her and say, I get the people, but other people don't like me. You understand? And all they know, not being get the delegates or being there, will be the survive would like Camo. But the entire country now, people don't damage in name. Aisha do for go football, they play that way and they. So he say, okay, like excuse. He excuse, he go support Thomas Adibrama. When train support Thomas Adibrama, he tell in delegates at the south and the east, say, now this man a pull for now, on a supporter. That be make that the Brahma win. Okay. Whilst the underway now been the ex-cos and other people that have been there with Kofi Ndinyako, because when the Michael and me later step down, say they need to go for the race again. They all can give the support to Kofi, then Kofi no be win that one day. So then they now just for refresh your mind. Right. So if Thomas that the Brahma now say me the delegates don't like me at all, what did they do for? This not to pass to go study again at university. You know, everybody knows and say the delegates or if you go at the Congress hall now, then get the side and they are 40 something in numbers. You understand? Where then they are the own side. Everything on shape. Like they talk just or camp. You understand? This man and there's no say these delegates are for this man and they. These are for this and they. You understand? The only thing will prove that man they right for lay in contest. Now where then they go pick the bodies and today. They go set up a bodies them for today, where they take them to election. Then boy that way they go to set up now. Now then they go give dates of the election, and then they tell them say, guys, nomination for now anybody want for contest for any position at the FA nomination for come out. Right. But now in another catch, the people away go say now Baba they are the support, or the other say that the Brahma are the support. The majority they go na their own interest. You understand? Because the SLFA are like the secretary and the president, the president are the co-chair of the Congress today. Yeah. You understand? Assisted by the Secretary General. Yeah. Now, if they say, well, we want for Mr. Ambassador Asayongas for be the chairman for the ethics committee, you understand? Uda say Ambassador Asayongas be chairman. Una follow the motion. Yeah. So you understand? The majority and everybody get for give up names and get for come up. You understand? And they come up names and they come up, and their names and they get for sure. So, okay, who are they in favor of this name? You are Asian up. So automatically, then they go in their own favor for make sure say then get to what they want. Right. So if you get to if you don't get the chairman of the ethics committee, now what you want? Now na put on the. It just like who will be the fit for this board chairmanship, where the president say, me not Thomas Daddy Brahma. Me na Victorious I want for board chairman. You understand? Yeah. The exco say no na Mageba we want. So automatically Mageba go as chairman because na in the 7 exco members they vote for. Say na Mark they want. Out of 10 exco members, the president make 10. Na just 3 say na Victorious. You understand? But because of the government want for see the gameplay and the FA want for see the gameplay, then throw the support to side they want. All right. The only people that know them go harder when they bring, because the FA gets representative at the board for themselves. Like then I don't know if not 2 or 3 members where they put you and then are sure then they put them. But all the delegate the exco get something like 4 members, yeah, where they put the chairman and other people where then they put anyhow they vote for now and anyone. But the FA bag get a representative. You understand? So now that kind of thing that happen. But today SLFA election now we don't say it don't do.
All right, okay. All right, continue for with me. In name, Ambassador Hassan Youngest, a sports journalist, of course, we follow local sports closely in the country. Today with me now, so today we look at the Congress, we hold today, the ordinary Congress, and of course, the last one on the end well, we make today, the dog is schedule again for let the Congress continue. We look at all what's be happen, we will learn from there moving forward as we expect a positive outcome today. Usai key figures them within the football family, they go sit down and decide the fate of football in the country. Because whatever decision they make today, if they get them wrong, definitely get for affect football for the next coming years. And if they get them right, it will continue for make football progress and football develop in the country. Continue for the with we, of course. Earlier on at the studio, I've introduced another colleague again, Wayne Bankole. They with me at the studio, of course, NCF Gokangiwe intake with regards to the Congress, the assessment about the last one, and waiting with expect on this session today, we don't get forget. But before we can talk about waiting it expects from the Congress today, now let me just reflect back. Bankole, let me look at the Congress will be happen. Yeah, of course, you be there at the studio, whilst you be there at the venue, like this in blue. I be the gear updates, whilst you be serve as the anchor at the studio, be the ask question, of course. You know what's exactly be happen there. Now let me just go back. From all waiting be happen, yeah, what do you feel say now one of the major cause will be escalate the situation, we make the Congress not be all water on the set dates we be supposed for all at the same blue.
Thank you very much, Mohamed Kamara. I think we get genuine environment of toxic political culture. You see, one thing where they don't affect the game of football as alone, now the interference of national politics into the football. And it was clear on that day, although both candidates try to dissociate themselves from the violence, but one thing we go always live in the minds of Sierra Leoneans, we watch the Congress as Liberty TV Online being do live coverage. Now genuine chaos. So I'll call it the chaos of Radisson. Genuine chaos. You see, you get football stakeholders, you know, where they unleash violence. We don't know that then people in there. Police fire tear gas. Somebody was beaten, allegedly. Somebody was stabbed. You know, it's not supposed for to happen within the realms of football. We also see, in fact, that now one of the reasons why Radisson not allow the FA for use the venue anymore for this rescheduled Congress. So one thing will also come out that it is very, very clear now that there is genuine cause for concern because both candidates are now like trying to catch political relevance. You see the FA president in his address to the media on that day, he said in Papa Bidon serve as SLPP minister for a couple of years. How has that got to do with SLFA election? Well, from an ordinary man point of view, we go think say not gonna to do with SLFA election. But because the power brokers in this country, because the people who really influence the game to play, you know, one forget some kind political foot for stand on. You know, they get for catch the attention of these political godfathers. You see, for me, I think politics is dangerous. National politics is dangerous. If we allow them for infiltrate football, it will be dangerous for we. Asib Babadi also tried for dissociating himself from the violence. But one thing we clear now that in supporters with the chant, tormentor, 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 we're not too dissimilar from waiting the current president of Salone in supporters with the chant in 2018, just after the convention, where then we don't elect him as the SLPP flag bearer by then. So for me, there's a lot of national politics similarity in this SLFA election. And it's a shame. It's indeed a shame. So going forward, I think this ordinary Congress, for just be a matter of formality, yeah, not to any big deal way for trigger this kind of attention. And both candidates get the responsibility for simmer down the tension a bit. Yes, there is gullibility, genuine gullibility in the air. You get a lot of them supporters who don't really know what they support for. So man, because they are fully charged up, can just resort to doing violence. It not necessarily means say then candidates here they support the violence, but then get that responsibility there for come out and condemn as they did over nearly 3 weeks ago, for dissociate themselves from any act or manner of violence, and also then therefore regularly they pass on messages to the camps that, I mean, football is not accompanied by violence. There is no room for violence or hooliganism in football. So this is just an ordinary congress. My colleague will just they say, yeah, the SLFA, the outcome of the SLFA election go be today. For me, I think the outcome of the election very much hinges on the elective congress. Today not just a springboard to waiting the future of football holds in the next 3-4 years.
All right, if I could chip in, Bankole, from all what you just done highlights to viewers them. Of course, you get plenty of people way all the views say one of the reasons we make the ordinary Congress get the tempo and momentum from both sides, from all the one where they aspire for different positions. Now the fact say the more you get delegates them we already on the side, they're all certain position them, and you know say the ordinary Congress, which made the tempo key there around now, because now from yonder you can able to determine your fate moving to the the elective Congress, because after the ordinary Congress today we talk with the the media representative for the Sierra Leone Football Association, we in IBK. It make it clear say after the Congress today, in 3 or 4 months time, then they announce a date for the elective Congress. So you know if you say now because of certain people don't begin to notice I don't notice most of the delegates and ESCO members already they take sides. Probably sometimes supporters of Babadi go look at and say Thomas Dadi Brahma almost don't get the majority of delegates and ESCO member. Why is Babadi safe? So Thomas Dadi Brahma probably might look at and say Babadi also don't get majority of the delegates them and ESCO member na in your side. Maybe now all this they make we don't get some kind of tension there don't they happen around this ordinary Congress. You don't feel so?
Yeah, it is possible say somebody don't smell the rat. Dadi Brahma don't smell the rat. That he don't lose in popularity, he don't lose in touch with the delegates and ESCO members. But we deal with mortal man then. These are human beings who can change in a twinkle of an eye. Anything can happen and that make I think say objectively into early for call for say he's already lost the election. Anything can happen. You remember the last election, Thomas Dadi Brahma in election in fact not be a mere surprise.
Of course, yeah.
He got thrown into the line of fire very much in the very last minute.
Not to be a popular name.
Of course, not popular. Not popular. And you remember, I think it was in 2014 in that hall when Awoko and others forced Madam Aisha down the throats of delegates. Oh yes. So anything, one thing about Salone football, it never ceases to amaze. So for me, I think football delegates are unpredictable. Yeah, they are unpredictable. Anything can happen. Babadi is immensely popular, but you cannot also discount the popularity of Thomas Dadi Brahma. I mean, this not a man we under in tenure of leadership. We don't enjoy relative stability. Whether or not in go lay claim for the stability where football don't get, in go take ownership for the stability, I don't know, but we don't get relative stability. The game is playing. You know, the installation of artificial turfs across the country, I don't know if you can go claim that, but Thomas Dadi Brahma in tenure don't bring a lot of goodies to Salone football. You see, for the first time after 25 years, we qualified for the Nations Cup. And our under-20 team is playing tomorrow in their first match in the under-20 Nations Cup. So, under this man in tenure, it don't make a lot of people happy. But there have been controversies as well, you see. And one of them controversies, then they come just a matter of days before the Congress, when he been dramatically arrested, detained by the ACC, on the grounds of embezzlement of thousands of dollars, but then it being released shortly afterwards. So I think realistically, he could win or lose this election. Okay. Because you cannot overlook Babadi's influence. Babadi now easily the most influential sports personality in Salone. Right. He has touched every district. He has touched every region in this country, and he's a giver. He's known across the region. He's known across the sub-region, not just Sierra Leone.
Right.
So for me, I think it's an exciting race.
Okay.
But waiting they make the political atmosphere toxic now, because both candidates probably need to do enough for preach the message of peace. And we can enjoy the race a little bit more if the violence simmer down a bit.
All right, continue for with me, Bankole. Of course, we therefore can look at the two candidates them where they contest for the position for run for football presidency in the country. We therefore can look at them, Babadi in work and contribution around the game of sport, and that's of the current president, Winner Thomas Daddy Brahma. We can look at them two personalities there, who that we feel say yes, go able for take the sports further than the level where it is so right now. Now, I want to come back to you, Hassan Youngest. Now, the delegates, them, they get a key role for play. Now, then go determine the fate of football. If they get it right, like earlier on I say, then it will reflect to the football like the country. And again, if they follow money, then do otherwise, just for their own selfish gain, it means, again, for continue for contribute negatively to football subsequent years to come. Now we look at the delegates, them. Before this term, looking at the previous elections then when they happen, the role where delegates then play, and the delegates that who gets now preparing for the elective congress and staying at the ordinary congress. You see, say then delegates there over time, they don't do good to football and genuine push the interest of football further than their own personal interest.
In the first place, you need to be a delegate when you need to put into football. Then you underline that word. Anybody will then tell you see a delegate, now man will put in money.
But there's this concern from the public, wait land. There's this concern from the public where people are only view say most of the delegates them. Now based on waiting then comes and the people away they contest for them position, they are waiting that they offer them can make them decide for take sides. So when me go in at this camp. Because we know from previous congresses them will not happen where some delegates they make millions of dollars and millions of leon out of them congresses then they just for let them take sides and forget about the interest of football.
Okay, now let me make this thing clear, made as a journalist, and I have to make it clear. Not delegates not in this country when they put in cents per football.
Yeah.
Now, do that boycott to say you want for come out now. When it reach into the level of the game, the way they talk say now money key influence. Now, the one we get in club, then they assign delegates.
Of course.
You understand? But for let you tell me say, portion day as delegates where they put in corporate not possible. Now portion they spend in money. Now, for be a club owner, you spend past even the league where they play.
We know that.
You understand? So now I make them delegates. You understand? Because that particular money where they spend per the team, pay salaries, pay welfare fees or any other things. We know say na salary, 100%. But at least that 45, they are trying their best. You understand? For take over team in this country, no easy. I don't work for a team. I don't be in a team. I don't put money in a team. So you understand? So them people in there get na their own fits first and therefore decide. You understand? Now, nobody know they work for interest. If I support Med, I know say we Med can't run for president, it will help me for my club. You understand? That is your interest for. Like your first thing that they think. The one that we support that the Brahma help them when he come into the football side. I want for pay salary, I don't get money and I want pay salary. Me plan and say you can't train money, you know the. If team must help them with that $3,000-$5,000. He say go pay salaries and travel for share best. Now I want for travel go apply. I don't get money. You understand me? I don't get players. Me players they don't get nothing for go apply. You understand? You have to give them money for that one. They say, okay, let me put camp. The same goes to Babadi. You understand? Now, my colleague with the travel struggle when they talk about playing the game, facility around the game. But if we reach you to that one day, they tell you say is 0.0%. You understand?
On the side of Thomas Daddy Brahma.
Very simple. Now, this particular Congress, now the first Congress will be all Nagadis in blue. That first Congress, before they get the second Congress, because they get two Congress before they go to elective Congress. He make a pronouncement. You understand? The pronouncement we make, we don't even see the facility given to the regions. We don't reach a side. When if they talk about me, I know I'm for like Akamia. You don't know Akamia as a journalist, and I will be that kind of different person from the two sides. I don't work with Thomas Daddy Brahma. You understand? I work with our support and full time. I can't work with Babadi, I support her full time. You understand? I scale the two when it come into positive in football. You understand? But now, this delegates Congress, are the heritage people and say, this particular Congress, now you get the fate of the elective Congress. Without this Congress, we get no elective Congress. The elective Congress is very simple. After the roll call, you go to vote, you come out. No plenty talk. You know, beaucoup talk no day. Observers, no, just observers. Everybody count your observer. You have the way get voted in the ballot box. You have to, are they going to this, are they going to that, are they going to this. Now they no more get that observing stuff, procedure. Then you just will go do voting and commodity. You understand? You not get nothing for go do again. And they can go vote for person. Now you no more now. You understand? Yeah. When they go and do roll call, would have to go inside. You get tag as delegate, and then say voting starts. You go, you cast the vote, you come out, you not get nothing. You want at all, you then at all, you do then do counting. Without win, they announcing that it's win. They watch for other one, the way they come out for that list, position them as EXCO members, as VP1, VP2. It don't everybody come out. You understand? Female representatives announced. So, but this one, now you get the fate. As I talk to you so now, the minister and the FIFA representative just make their statements. Somebody just listen to me now where they are. You understand? So they tell you say, now this now you get everything. If without this, if football force are they battling. Now yeah, they go seal Uda for there. Like I tell you, I give one example just now. The fate of the acting general secretary, not today. If you for make Ben Simba or secretary, not today.
Okay.
If you make a secretary, then count Chris back, not today. You understand?
Of course.
Because they never count on it. That now, let's say now, that SEC case, not say decide them back. What means they decide now. If then because the Congress government go say, then say, well, look at financial records. That financial record, if the delegate and say, no way they put more today, the current president get an SEC standard where they pack clear force na SEC. So then they balance that one day. So automatically, then they set the president aside. And not for beats before the horse. You understand? Now for me, plenty people will know the level of football. Then delegates and now, like I tell you, you get five, say we no argue this. The one with the majority that they look into.
All right. My next question to you as an youngest. Looking at the delegates them, we get for decide the fate of football in this country. Like I say, you know somebody we always done there around football and you don't monitor the process very closely. And you don't reference say majority of the delegates them already gets a camp where they already don't take sides. Whose camp you feel say gets the majority of delegates on another side? You know?
That's very simple.
Based on your assessment.
No, this is very simple. Lots of us go begin going balance again. 90.5% na Babadi gets all the delegates. As I talked to you, so I was like Freetown supermarket off the streets, and you see everybody doing it now. Imagine for a person gets 7 to 8 EXCO members out of 10. You don't get 7. Before they go, you don't get other one who don't go 8.
But one way they watch the program, I go say this summer looks strange because EXCO members they work directly with the current president.
Very simple.
So it summer look magical. How come majority of them don't go to the camp of somebody we just they vie for the position or support the one we currently don't sit?
Very simple. We have parliament. If you president Bio, one for go sit down and talk salon issues or talk for the like they get independent also. We get for get speech from them. By December or January. President they're going to parliament for working in next strategy for where they can run the 2026 also. Now, EXCOs na football parliament. Now them when you don't win as current president, now then you they talk to directly if FIFA work out something, now they go decide. I want write to FIFA for A, B, C, and D. The EXCO they know what they write. There's a bag for sign. See now this for coming. So that EXCO, that parliament, if you the president not work with it, he don't support you. The only thing you forget majority. When then what parliament they so, except if they get the majority, any two president will talk in the supporter. C'est pas leur passant. Because they are the majority. Now, Babadi, now get the EXCO that major. Don't forget about say, okay, yeah, the EXCO that work with the president. No, it can't work so.
All right. Is it that Thomas Daddy Brahima not gets a kind of good relationship with the EXCO member
for now,
based on your assessment?
For now, in football, for now, relationship in football, then they split. But personal relationship, then they talk normally.
The ideology and all the match.
No, they match together. Good. You understand? Me and you they talk. But if you support A, me they support B. Now, if you not support me when I'm A, you go and they support you for B. But we're not going to make malice. Ou the band will talk if you get for help me, I help you. If you back for help me, I help you. But I need Deus you day. You understand? Now the all they are doing.
So why if you say the ideology they not coincide?
Well, because according to key EXCO member, I the quote this word, na a senior member and the deputy mayor, Kwekulus, who traveled last time go Liberia, he tell me say, pa, you a young guy. If we decide football go this way, if the president say no, why info can't talk them me back support? So if the EXCO say we do that, now that's you now. One thing we no happy na this that the Brahma regime, where Aisha any kind balo, he do. The EXCOs they are the you get a representative when a key signatory to the account.
Youngest, you quote a very key figure within the football sector. Where na of course na EXCO member.
Yeah, they're on record. They tell you say and the program is on record. They tell you say if we EXCO say now this way for go, or decide on this, the president say no. Why you go support the president? But when you count your own, you have to make the EXCO support you. No, this not they fall apart. Not the magic. Not the pass you go study and then the problem come out. That's you now. Now then the problem come out.
Okay.
Because if the EXCOs you want to pull money in our account, they don't notify EXCO members. Then we don't go pull like I said missing at this and this people. Why is the proof?
All right.
And automatically, what you do as a president, you set them aside. You know, you do something without them. But when you come into, I don't know, SLFA, EXCO go permit him from 9, and not accommodate 12 o'clock, midnight. Again, no more, or you understand, touch battle, no more, this, that, for that. And the EXCOs now, then, are the parliament for football presidents there.
All right. All right, Ambassador Hassan Youngest, continue for the with me. Lab bringing again Bankole. Bankole, il reform Hassan Youngest, of course. He quotes a key figure within the football family, Wena Kwekulis, the deputy mayor of the country, of course. ASF na EXCO member na the football association. Of course, now let we look at the EXCO members them and that of the delegates. You see, say in any ways, Thomas Daddy Brahma, they in good terms with then two people away, then two set of people away. Now them they decide who that's go carry on with the position as the president for the FA. If either they for set aside the president or if for continue for serve, now then two sets of body there so can decide on them. So let me look at the relationship first.
It's a tough question because I cannot say. I don't know. I don't get close interaction with any of the delegates, and I don't know much waiting to happen within the EXCO member circle. But one thing where I know for sure now that the disagreements, the disputes between the current president and the EXCO officials, in very bare for let everybody see public. We don't hear issues. We don't see the tension between the president and the EXCO officials. I mean, even before the previous Congress, Nagadis Blue, issues them don't they come up. So for me, the EXCO, just like Youngest don't say, represent the inner core. They're more or less not the backbone of the president. Yeah. So if it is true that he has lost his popularity, if he has lost the confidence of the EXCO members, then I think this could mean serious trouble for him, because keeping in touch with the EXCO members go significantly help the president for remain popular among the delegates. So I'm not able to confirm, and I also not go confirm. I know say Liberty self not able to confirm for now. Say Kweku Leaks did say this to Youngest.
Yeah, of course. That makes us say an allegation.
So yes, it's an allegation. Maybe we need to get back to Kweku Leaks for confirm whether waiting Youngest just don't quote now the actual thing. But and very, very clear, I say Thomas Daddy Brahma has a lot of work to do. I mean, and they come up against a very formidable opponent. It look like Babadi be done doing homework long before this term. I mean, people be they take him for granted at times, but he knows what he's doing. He even don't touch clubs in Freetown, right in the heart of the presidential seat of Thomas Daddy Brahma. So I don't know if he's still popular among the delegates, and by youngest in estimation, in say 95%. I go, one for know whose parameter youngest use for arrive at that conclusion day.
Yeah.
We don't know. I don't know. 95%. But wait till me know now that both candidates immensely popular. Babadi can easily defeat Daddy Brahma at this election. But Daddy Brahma can also win this election because he has been there.
All right.
He has been there. He's incumbent.
All right. And Bankole, if at all you for be an ESCO member, neither a delegates, yeah, amongst the two candidates then, would I say deserve for all the mantle of leadership in the runnings of football?
Difficult question. Because to be honest with you, both candidates are good gentlemen. You know, let's start with Babadi. You know, we talk about football in Sierra Leone for the past, at least for the past 7 to 10 years, if you know mention Babadi. I mean, the impact where this guy don't make, not just at Boy Rangers, right across the country. I mean, this man go as far as helping Mame Kalon for fix up in field in Angola.
Yeah.
Yes, he made a personal donation. And there are some things where this guy did do where he need a hype. I mean, you see, single-handedly, the Southern Arena, such a person no hold a national position yet. If he come for be FA president, it only begs the question that he can do more. I mean, so he's a nice gentleman and he loves football and don't give in life, in body, soul and spirit to football. Let me go to Thomas Daddy Brahma. Thomas Daddy Brahma is a lucky chap. I mean, if you wake up in a dream 4 or 5 years ago, he was never contemplating on becoming FA president. Nobody think about that. At the very last minute, Madam Aisha threw him into the line of fire. And you know what, I've been forget for make this comment in my initial submission. Madam, that moment where Madam Aisha Johansson suggests Thomas Daddy Brahma, the race for the presidency been very, very tight. You don't mention, say, Rodney Michael was there. We had Kofi Dinyako. And all of those people then carry weight. So the voting pattern not be as predictable as youngest they predict them now, say 95% of the delegates don't switch to the Babadi camp. So you see, with the advent of Thomas Daddy Brahma, where Madam Aisha cast them into the race, you see, all the supporters of Madam Aisha, or at least most of the supporters of Madam Aisha Johansson, been switched their allegiance to Thomas Daddy Brahma.
All right. Bankole, lastly, before I let you encounter Hassan Youngest, we go see a replica or a repeat of what's in the happen at the then election where Thomas Daddy Brahma becoming as the FA president after we, just like you mentioned, a name not be there, in order to popular among the one them will be contest. But a lot of people believe saying that because Madam Aisha Johansson don't say and say the other people will be contest where they all know they see one side. If you at all anyone for a match, definitely enough will be okay for and that be make it bring in Thomas Daddy Brahma. If you at all Thomas Daddy Brahma for go out, we go see a repeat of it to be happen. Like bringing in possible if you say yes, it's agreeable for dance to your tune.
I mean, surprises are never far from Sierra Leone football. I know they realistically see that kind of person like Thomas Daddy Brahma, but you never know. Anything can happen. For now, we just have two front runners in Daddy Brahma and Babadi, so we go by what we know for now, and it's looking like it's going down to the wires between these two candidates. But I want for left room for maneuver. I don't want for say Babadi go win this election or Brahma go win this election. I think we are in for surprise. What if a third force emerges in this race? For now, it's so straight. It's either you belong to Babadi in camp or Brahma in camp. So what if somebody spring up where they can divide the voting pattern? How much chunk of the Babadi vote or Brahma vote will that third person go able to take into in your camp? And if he succeed for take that kind of amount of vote, whose kind of implication that go get on the overall outcome of the presidential election.
Right.
I think in early for call, I know Babadi is immensely popular. I know that for sure. And I know he has been doing his homework before. But I think it's early to call. We for wait and see. Simply wait and see. But I'm interested for no, but my man in 95% assess.
Back to you, Asani again. Of course, from Bankole, it's a doubt how you get the figure they Usiad sticky use for estimate the total number of delegates them and ESCO member we already don't jump to Babadi in camp.
But this not so past we now more than this we they say more than this technology. You understand? Today, TV stations they be all over the country. You understand? And now we are talking about online TVs. You understand? People are now getting interest for come online TV than even for going at the main TV stations them where they go to the program. Now, let's cut this thing clean. Let's make the record straight. Doing Madam Aisha one thing. Aisha was the the problem with the delegates. You understand? The other members them. Then you get few members them will be the first time. And not bigger issue with EXCO. You underline that word. Yeah. Okay. Aisha not be get issue with EXCO. You understand? But it be get issue with some delegates. So all if Aisha be get problem with EXCO, then automatically if a loss, you know enough for supporter because I tell you that the EXCOs, you get other EXCO member them when a direct head them na the region. You understand? When the direct members in the region. So you know we'll compare that one. So now the 95% where at the travel give Babadi say in get 95% of the delegates them or members they in charge of farm. It's very simple. Now, if you get 7 EXCO members they support you, and then 7 EXCO members and then we get like 3 or 4 of them when are chairman in a region. You understand? Yeah. And then chairman in a region then they identify list. Not list of come out for delegates when they pass to the chairman of the region. Not just say you get south of the region. You understand? Where Chief Sakwina the chairman. Now if they pull member clubs from the south, you understand? When a Division 1 club same, the chairman first they see the list. It tells you, but this man now, you understand now we're interested. So they build the roadmap for who in the support. Then I'll declare who that one they force. So now the delegate, if you go now, Katko, who said, you didn't know say the delegates them will get the highest number now Babadi inside and then it's simple. The Forbidden be a very good president if he be work with the EXCO members. Even when president be ode so, he need joke with parliament. Any car if you not get 100% APC say, but you must know say la get the head. Or that take other 2-3 people in the. You need a joke with the parliament. The way you don't have liberty, so the station manager or the liberty director not go joke with your thing, in staff them. As you begin joke with the staff, they automatically get the results. Like when you get the engineer.
All right. So Asan Young guys, quickly like all you. Now we just get a brief updates from what's happening currently in our cat school. Of course, as the ordinary congress they continue, and of course we go quickly talk to a senior sports journalist at the country when our policy say we currently in at the venue for give you a glimpse of what's happening right now at the ground. Hello, good afternoon, policy say, and welcome to Liberty Sport.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, Mohamed. Good afternoon to listeners of the show of the Liberty Sports.
All right, quickly, I want to follow you update the public and people where they follow up the program right now as to what's currently they happen on the ground at the Congress.
Yeah, thank you very plenty, Mohamed. I think the thing is going well. First of all, a roll call have been done. That should say Congress have been called to order. Just now as I talk to you, the Minister of Sports, Madam Augusta James Tema, they will deliver in keynote address to the delegates there, and also the FIFA representative Serge Daughter, then the President of Modadi Bemabado address the delegates there. So anytime from now, they will get lunch. Beside the guest speakers, they will come, will let them. For the second phase of it at around 2 o'clock, they will come for the deliberation proper. But first, for assure to you, say yes, it is peaceful. Once say thank you to the police, to the AIG, Sylvester Koroma, for able to arrange things well proper. If you get a list, when you come, they barricade you, when I make a line, you call your name as delegate, they check your region, confirm, they allow you. You come as observer, they watch your name, you watch at the list, if you name it, you can't sign. If if you're not a journalist, if you're accredited, or what your name, also what you tag, you can't miss it. I think it is well proper. As I tell you, after all the delegates don't go inside, they don't sit there, we don't get a roll call. Now we don't get the various speakers, they don't speak, sports minister, Madam Augusta, the chairman, we talk for, say, anyone should say, let the football family do this. Let them make sure, say, they handle the team properly. We wish all the best of luck and one congratulate them. Or say, yes, they're able to comport themselves and put things together. And he say, yes, indeed. Sport is a key factor, according to Madam Augusta James Tema. Because he say they play a great role in terms of development. He also appear for the Premier League with the gone. That also say, yes, football is a big enterprise in terms of other sporting discipline. So because of that, we wish the delegates them a fruitful deliberation, and he tell them thank you for this gathering we get to today. Also to the FIFA Post-Away camp, he expressed his satisfaction to them. It was peaceful, he said about the peaceful day. Then they make sure say they complain about all of the peace. Then they make sure that they come for deliberate on issues them. Then they think about the country, think about the football, and then they make sure say things be done properly according to the FIFA. This is one of the person that will be part of the statute we they try for amend. So all that again will be part of the agenda today for amend the statute for adopt yes or no on certain clauses they will look into. So instead also wish them all the best floor, give them a peaceful deliberation. And the president, can talk, congratulate everybody, say they are all winner, they are one, family, football, peaceful development, again we will move on. He also say yes, the one or two more, they must get together because they disagree for agree. One not means say they will divide them on the differences. So you wish them all the best himself as the FA president. Be happy, and also the Secretary General Assembly, welcome everybody. I've made the set we're going to take down in a minute. And I'll tell you anytime from now, the speakers are waiting at the FIFA rep, the Minister of Sport, then will left the hall and allow the delegates to get 30-minute break. Then by 2 o'clock, they can continue their deliberation.
All right, Pali, according to you, of course, the current president, when Thomas Dadi Brahma, don't address the delegates them and ESCO members them with they around presently. But I also want to confirm to people who listen right now, another key figure, even though you not declare it, when Babadi Kamara, the manager for Bo Rangers Football Club, himself don't reach at the venue.
No, Babadi advice say you know go come and you know they at this, you know they at the venue. Right. So no, Babadi not there.
All right, this is one concern where the public be on the raise after the incidents where they happen at the Blue. Say Babadi not be supposed for go day on that very day because of imprinces be make that incident will be come up be happen on that very day.
Really, you know, we see and so at all because they say Ingo and while we go enter peaceful one and what we do time at delegate was in a 12 otherwise or the other side. So Ingo with peace people in a delegate we welcome and we cheer for them. So if they talk say Babadi that somebody don't create any problem for they deny that and show and say no, that not happen. So he just advise it today. You know, will be part of his. I think that due to a busy schedule, make it not come at all at this Congress today. So I think that make it not come due to a busy schedule. But if I can answer to your question for say the last week can maybe create that tension there, maybe say as no to that, and we come the delegate. Remember the FA president we don't walk off, we don't left. So nobody come, they come for call out for the debate with them, or can't say debate as the next FA president. And all people are concerned. And they'll be welcome when the delegates there. Otherwise, than the other side, we will get more talks about it. Really, the based on delegates, they will be doing time on that day.
From the different speeches, them way the figures them way they around don't give to the delegates and also the ESCO members them way they around. As a journalist within at the ground, from your assessment, you they foresee forget a peaceful outcome. We not go feel like the last one will be happening at the Blue.
Oh yes, because from the roll call, no say any Congress will get any kuskas, any governor from roll call. The roll call all adopt Congress or adopt the roll call because it's a delegate issue. And all the rightful delegates are seated after the roll call. So for answer to the question, yes, because after the roll call also say Congress is well seated, well constituted, because all those who are the bona fide delegates, now then they so now the all. And also the security apparatus self. Don't put mechanisms in place. Don't put all strategies in place for make sure say the place where secure. From outside the Wilkinson Road, take them down the drive now the cars go. See say the place is very peaceful, well attended by security, and go on. So yes, indeed, this could be a peaceful Congress when compared to the last one.
The talks that we see the last time now is in blue. We hope so they're not there around this time around.
Not at all. I tell you, anybody will not get business. If I say all man they front by the Freetown supermarket, anybody will not get business, they go down the drive step before I say go inside the hall. Because they barricade up at the drive for come at the Wilkinson Road, main road, because the Catco hall in a drive way run down. So the drive now at the junction at the police camp put them barricade, and we come and check you before you run down at the drive and go inside the hall. So all talks are outside. In fact, we will not see no talks are not. Because go through so everything peaceful and the outside will not get accreditation or for going inside. You see the only outside say the talk, the charts, they keep coming, they follow because AYV they show and live, they follow live stream from AYV, they enjoy the liberation. I think everything peaceful like so far. Maybe Mr. What can I do? I don't see people they are peaceful, sit down together, join themselves, they get chats, they laugh, they get smile. It is so yes indeed. Everything peaceful. For say I see any talks, any trouble, or make any hooligans, then I know. For today, I think everything is well peaceful.
All right, thank you so very much. Pa Alice for talk to me. Of course, we're going to get you time to time for the game updates to the public as to waiting to unfold.
Thank you.
All right, in Pa Alice, a sport journalist, of course, just don't give me explanation as to what's that happen currently in a Catco complex outside the ordinary Congress they carry on. Well, gentlemen, from Pa Alice, quick one, we just get on a summary on that, then from there we try to wrap up the program.
Well, like I say, when you don't get everybody that you in favor, you're comfortable with what you do. And according to the meeting, we then go discuss Daddy Brahma and that of BBD, that peace talk. Now one of the things that we then tell the two candidates and say, okay guys, they want person to come there. And if you find out, even Bo Ranger self not saying, then normal representative and just for twist the whole call because of the talk say, oh, but what they come say, left everything. So we hope for a better football in the country because all this what they do now for the Bobo them. And for the TTO, they play the game. One thing, if the salon for suites, we forget better stadium like a Burkina Faso because me admire them now. We don't ban them for play now. You see they don't get a better stadium, and I can't think back could expect. We not get for kickball. We not get for go on and say for go kick, but picking the way they play them, we get for plan better feature for them. And now we begin plan them. They say no come meet football soccer. Me na ambassador Hassan Youngest. Tito meets back for another Liberty Online Sports. Goodbye.
All right, thank you very much, Hassan Youngest. I come to you, Bankole, from Witulei. We partly don't outline on waiting to happen on the ground. Quickly, just give me your take.
So clearly, the respective stakeholders don't learn from the mistake of April 5th. And it looks like we get a lot of orderliness now in the Catco Hall. And good that everything they go according to plan. And we get peace. I mean, I also congratulate the two aspiring candidates them for the leadership we then show. I mean, Babadi in absence can do more good than harm. Whoever advised him to do so, I mean, now he step in the right direction. And let Thomas Daddy by myself continue for the show, the resolve we would expect as incumbent president of the SLFA. Yes, so going forward, we just hope say room no go continue for day for hooliganism inside football. I mean, football should be played in a safe environment. It should be administered in a safe space. So thanks for watching us on Liberty TV Online. We will continue for bringing to you more and more sports updates, both local and international. Till then, Mina Bankole Labode. Thank you.
Thank you very much. In Bankole, of course, my colleague, instead on giving intake. Well, now all this will get time for. The program will left you for today. In case you missed part of the entire program, you will join me again, hopefully on Saturday, for another edition of Liberty Sports. But don't forget, say we get for introduce another sporting session then we will get now. We not only get for the limit on Saturdays, but we ensure say you get some 3 times in a week so that you will feel it happenings around football, both locals and international sports. Well, till we meet again, hopefully some other time around for wishing all a sporting day, and also call on football stakeholders and for be peaceful as the Congress they go on. and at the same time for let them ensure say then think the interest of the one the way they play football. Now the interest they have put before, not their own personal interest. If they put the interest of the one the way they play football and the development of the game, definitely will get a peaceful outcome of the Congress where they carry on. Till then, I want for wishing all the sporting weekend. Goodbye.
Supplies on the mix.
We dey look for the news, we dey around. Log into Liberty TV online. Positively we bring the change. They get the masses involved. Staffs them everywhere, everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Aye, yeah, voices go. Credibility, now we ability news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, God picking, there's a dirty power. He count on we, he counts on we anyhow. Give the news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. Human them, God begin the security power.